Atlantic Southeast Airlines Flight 529, a tragic and harrowing event in aviation history, occurred on August 21st, 1995. This flight, operating under the Delta Connection brand, was en route from Atlanta, Georgia, to Gulfport, Biloxi, Mississippi. Flight 529 was a short domestic flight with 29 passengers and 3 crew members on board. The aircraft, a Saab 340, was a popular regional airliner. The plane took off from Hartsfield International Airport in Atlanta, climbing to a cruising altitude of For a while, everything seemed typical. However, about 15 minutes into the flight, something went horribly wrong. The plane began experiencing significant mechanical issues that would eventually lead to a catastrophic failure. At 15,000 feet, the pilots reported a loud noise and a sudden loss of power from the left engine. They quickly began attempting to handle the emergency, following emergency procedures to stabilize the aircraft. But things went from bad to worse when the right engine, too, began to fail, causing the plane to lose altitude rapidly. The pilots struggled to maintain control, trying to glide the aircraft towards an emergency landing. But as they attempted to make an emergency landing at an open field near the town of Zebulon, Georgia, disaster struck. The plane lost too much altitude and speed to make the planned emergency landing. The aircraft crashed into a wooded area near the small community of Zebulon, about 40 miles south of Atlanta. Upon impact, the aircraft broke apart and a fire quickly erupted, severely damaging the plane and causing a number of injuries. Out of the 32 people aboard, 4 were killed in the crash. Many others sustained serious injuries, though some passengers miraculously survived. The crash site was chaotic, and rescue teams rushed to the scene to help the survivors and contain the fire. Investigators would later determine that a catastrophic mechanical failure was to blame for the crash, specifically a critical problem with the aircraft's propeller system, which led to the engine power loss. The National Transportation Safety Board, NTSB, launched an extensive investigation to uncover the cause of the accident. They found that the failure of the left engine was due to a malfunctioning propeller governor, which led to a loss of thrust. However, the real issue was discovered with the aircraft's right engine. It was revealed that improper maintenance had led to damage in the right engine's propeller pitch control system, which caused it to also fail shortly after the left engine. This discovery highlighted the importance of thorough and consistent maintenance on aircraft, especially when it comes to the safety of regional airliners that fly shorter, more frequent routes. The crash of Flight 529 led to a series of reforms in aviation safety. The NTSB made several recommendations regarding aircraft maintenance, particularly with propeller systems, which led to changes in how airlines maintain and inspect their fleets. It also underscored the critical importance of pilot training in handling engine failures and emergency landings. Despite the tragedy, the crash of Flight 529 was a pivotal moment in aviation safety, serving as a grim reminder of how vital rigorous maintenance and crew preparedness are in preventing accidents. The survivors of Flight 529, many of whom sustained severe injuries, became living testaments to the resilience of the human spirit in the face of overwhelming adversity. The legacy of Flight 529 is one of lessons learned. It's pushing forward changes that ultimately made air travel safer for future generations. Now, before you go, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you've got thoughts or questions, drop a comment below. Love to hear from you. And of course, if you want to stay updated on all our future videos, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.